Meath are All-Ireland champions. They have beaten Kerry by a scoreline of 3-10 to 1-7. They win back-to-back All-Ireland Senior Football Championship titles, All-Ireland Senior, All-Ireland Ladies Football Championship titles. A huge achievement for Meath. Look, a big win for them to win 3-10 to 1-7. When they conceded that 1-2 early on, they conceded a goal and 2 points in the opening 5 minutes. I was a little bit worried. I thought maybe they looked a little bit flat-footed. We've seen Kerry put up some big scores in the last couple of games, in the semi-finals and quarter-finals. They've scored over double the amount of goals and points, of Meath so far this year. So you're kind of thinking, Jesus, Kerry have started really well here, and how are Meath going to be able to overturn it? But fair play to them, the sign of a really good side to be able to go and turn that around, to concede 1-2 early on, and then just 7 minutes later, they completely flipped the game around and were leading by a point. An extraordinary performance. And, Kerry started very well, as I said. They got that early breakthrough, a really well taken goal from Louise Namirku. Very well taken goal. Just come little shimmy, hit her on her left, just looped over the goalkeeper. It was a wonderful finish. And it was weird because the opening 10 minutes of this game, Meath didn't even get, for the opening 8 minutes up until they scored, they didn't even get into the final third at all. Kerry just kept turning them over, kept winning ball. Meath were struggling from the kickouts. But then if there was ever a button where you could just flip the switch and completely turn the game the other way around, that was what happened, because then all of a sudden Kerry were struggling with the kick out. And, Meath started to get the grips a lot more with Kerry's forwards, with Kerry's threat. And Meath just took over from there. Stacey Grimes with a point, really well worked ball into Emma Troy. She gets herself a goal. All of a sudden, Meath are back level from there. And, they very much went on to dominate. Vicky Wall doing what she does best, picking up the ball sort of in, almost the midfield area, around half-back line, and then going on those driving runs. Such a hard player to dispossess once she has possession of the ball. And I thought she was absolutely brilliant. And, once Meath started to build up a lead, Kerry just didn't have an answer. And look, it is a young Kerry side in many ways. It's a team that hasn't been to an All-Ireland final, hasn't won an All-Ireland since 1993. So, it's the first time all of these players are playing in the All-Ireland final. It's obviously been a huge year for them, a massive year for the Kerry ladies. And maybe it was just a step too far in the end. I think once Meath got to grips with it, I thought they were far better around midfield. They're just quicker on the ball, more physical. And I thought Kerry struggled a lot from their own kickouts. And at the start of the second half, there was a moment in the game where you felt like they might have turned it around. They brought it to a 1-point game. And it wasn't really until those late goals from Niamh O'Sullivan and from the substitute as well, who got herself on the score sheet, that Meath really sort of pulled away from there. And then it was very much home and hose. But look, I think, a couple of things really to take away from this Meath side. Once again, elite mentality to turn that around. Conceding 1-2 early on in an All-Ireland final, in any game of football, very difficult. And the fact that it was just 7 minutes that they turned it around was absolutely extraordinary. And, they've a wealth of talent all across the pitch, just running through their scorers. Niamh O'Sullivan with 1-2. She was absolutely tremendous. Obviously gets the goal in the second half, but she was dropping deep. Very good in possession. Stacey Grimes with 3 points. Emma Duggan with a point. Emma Troy with a goal as well. And Nesbitt with a point in there as well from a Meath perspective. And then also we had the goal from the substitute as well, Bridget Lynch, who got on the score sheet as well. So it was very good. And Kerry, whilst Louise Namirka got that 1-2 early on, yeah, they couldn't get in behind Meath. And I think Kerry's big threat this year in the All-Ireland Ladies Football Championship, from the games that I've seen anyway, and I haven't probably watched as much ladies football this year as I would have liked, mainly because I've been so focused on covering men's football and hurling. But, from what I have seen, they've been very explosive in front of goal. They've got themselves a lot of goals. They create a lot of chances. They couldn't do so, after that goal from Louise Namirka. I remember they hit the bar at one stage, twice actually, I think, from two free ins. but other than that, they didn't create any other goal chances at all. And Meath were just very, very well set up defensively. And Kerry just couldn't break through them at all. And, I think Meath, haven't gained a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, having come through the All-Ireland last year. A brilliant achievement to do so again. And, kind of incredible. This Meath side were at intermediate level a couple of seasons ago, couldn't get out of intermediate level. And here they are now winning back-to-back All-Irelands. And they well and truly are the best team at ladies football at the minute. Make no mistake about that one. Jack Nolte says, best team, won fair team Meath are. Yeah, they were absolutely brilliant. By far the better side. And look, I thought the referee was a little whistle happy at times. I thought she probably could have let the game flow a little bit more. Couple of times where she didn't play advantage and everything else. It could have maybe made the game a little bit more of a spectacle, in my opinion. But I do think it was very, very entertaining. And, it was only really sort of in the last 20 minutes or so where Meath pulled away, like 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. Niamh O'Sullivan and Bridget Lynch in the 47th and 49th minute, and it was well and truly game over then. There was no way back from a Kerry perspective. And they kicked 1-2 in the opening 5 minutes, but it took them, they only kicked 5 more points after that. And Meath home and hose really from there and going on to win it. So yeah, huge result for Meath. Congratulations to the Meath ladies. Back-to-back All-Ireland titles, a huge achievement. And yeah, look, I mean, to come back early on from that early setback shows a lot of quality. And, when the goings got tough for this Meath side, they found an answer. And I've said it on multiple podcasts when speaking about the Limerick hurlers, the Dublin footballers of the past, the Kerry footballers this year. It's not always about skill level, quality, talent. Obviously those factors play a huge deal when it comes to winning All-Irelands. But sometimes it's that mental aspect of it. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, as they say. And Meath, once again, a bit like last year, when it got tough, they found an answer, whether it was people coming off the bench, Vicky Wall stepping up, Emma Duggan producing top-class performances, Niamh O'Sullivan delivering as well. And I don't think Emma Duggan had, I think she was very influential in the game, and she probably scoring-wise didn't have as big a game as last week, but other players stepped up, and I think that's the difference, between the good teams and the top teams, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments down below. Big result for Meath. We'll be going live in about an hour and a half's time to do the Tolchin Cup All-Stars. It's taken me a while to get around to making that video, but we will be going live a little bit later tonight, so stay tuned for that one. And yeah, congratulations to Meath, All-Ireland Senior Ladies Football Champions for a second time, back-to-back champions, beating Kerry. And I tell you what, I'm happy Kerry haven't won the double anyway, because I might have had to leave the country as a Dublin man. So for once, I'm very happy that Meath have won an All-Ireland. I can't believe I'm saying that. But yeah, congratulations to Meath. Commiserations for Kerry. Look, they got to a final. I'm sure to be back stronger next year. Make no mistake about that. So yeah, cheers anyone who tuned in. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all later.